kiwi.
Hey y'all, we have a soap today from the Cajun Blade.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Come on in, y'all. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too.
They would. And for our mention today, we wanted to talk about Faux de Fafa from Happyland Studios, inspired by the song of the same name by New Zealand duo Flight of the Conchords. Faux de Fafa is a rich and inviting winter warmer with citruses, spices, woods, amber, rose, vanilla, ambergris, and patchouli.
And y'all, they said it right. Amber is usually spring, summery for me. How do you make ambery wintry? Well, they've done it. It's beautiful, warm, spicy, lots going on under the surface as far as those spices go. But the amber still sits beautifully on top, and I love this one. What do you think of this one?
Okay, now that I've read that it's a winter warmer, it's interesting because the spices do smell warm, but to me, I can tell it's cold outside. It is a little different than some of the other ones, so maybe more a seasonal.
For our soap today, Eric from the Cajun Blade, one of our favorite new artisans, sent us out a care package a couple of weeks ago with two of his newest soaps to review for free. And if Destined Breeze was any indication of what we are in store for today, y'all strap in. Let's meet this Daiquiri Shack. All right, y'all, from the Cajun Blade page at Etsy.com.
If you've ever cruised the back roads of Cajun country, you know the magic of pulling up to the drive-thru Daiquiri Shack, windows down, music loud, and a frozen drink in hand. From Lake Charles to Lafayette, these roadside legends are woven into the soul of Louisiana. This shave soap is a tribute to every one of them.
Daiquiri Shack hits like a blast of AC on a sweltering July afternoon. It's a crisp citrus cocktail of lemon, mandarin, and bergamot up front, with melon and coconut lime on the backbeat. And yeah, we iced it down with a generous slap of menthol because around here, frozen chosen ain't just a drink, it's a lifestyle.
This soap is chill, bold, and full of that free-spirited Louisiana attitude. Picture this: sun setting over a gravel road, your lady in the jump seat, boots on the dash, sipping on her favorite icy concoction. That's the vibe.
Well, y'all, before this daiquiri melts, we better let it out of the box.
I'm pretty jealous there's such a thing as a drive-up Daiquiri Shack. We don't have those.
Probably for good reason. You can drive up to get an alcoholic beverage?
Well,
hold on. I'm guessing the cops are stationed at the exit. Maybe the laws are different down there. Y'all, one of the best parts of the Cajun Blade experience are the splash bottles, because they're not what you're expecting. And if you have ever seen hot ones on YouTube, you'll appreciate that these come in a hot sauce bottle. Of course they do. Look at that, y'all, I guarantee.
All right.
Oh, beautifully wrapped in the red tissue paper. I have not seen the sticker on this yet. Oh, I love that.
Look at that, Jerome.
Oh, beautiful. Just like the sales page said.
Whoa, is the soap kind of orange? I don't know. Maybe.
All right, y'all. You better make sure you got something good on the radio because we're about to have our first impression. All right, take it in, see what you get.
It's funny, I don't know why I thought daiquiris always had strawberries, but this is called Citrus Freeze, and that listed a bunch of citruses.
Take it from me, I come from a long line of alcoholics. Daiquiris can be made of anything. And the best thing about the old Tropicana in Las Vegas was they had a row of about 50 of every color you could imagine in big old Slurpee machines. This ain't your mama's 7-Eleven. All right, take it in, see what you get. What kind of daiquiri this is.
Right? Okay. It is maybe a little orangish.
Nice.
It kind of adds at least that color, a little of that mandarin-y kind of color.
Maybe an orange daiquiri.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Citrus Freeze. Oh, okay. I was wondering if I could get a whiff of the menthol, and I think at the end of the whiff, it started kicking in. So you can smell a little bit, but it's not too overpowering. I did get the citruses first, and they're sweeter citruses. I think the mandarin might be the part that's winning there. I thought the lemon and stuff was going to be a little more vibrant. It's there for sure, but kind of rounded out all of that sour side. And it's the sweet, almost like a lemonade-y kind of a thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, when I smelled that orange creamsicle scent in the advent calendar, y'all, it was gloriously that artificial orange from my childhood. But are you really going to argue over where your precious memories come from that brought them all flooding back?
Okay, so there's definitely orange something in here.
Okay.
Maybe it's orange juice, orange peel, something in the middle, which usually when that goes with anything minty, so like the menthol side.
Right.
They work here. So it doesn't come off as like toothpaste and orange juice. It is not that. It kind of reminds me if you got the cool flavored cough drops when you were little and it has like that menthol hit at the end, but you taste the sweetness.
Right.
It's kind of creating that. So the freeze, the chill side really is working against the citruses in a way that I wasn't expecting. Kind of reminds me of those days when it was hot, like you were mentioning earlier, and you want a frozen Slurpee, frozen lemonade, something. Like this is kind of a little bit more of the adult version that you reach for to grab. I don't think I'm smelling any kind of an alcohol rummy thing or something happening in here. They didn't really quite, I mean, it might be in there, but it's not popping out enough that I'm really getting a whiff.
Right.
But there's something else with the citruses. So it's not just citrus and menthol.
Gotcha.
I almost get like a wood, a very slight lighter colored wood dock maybe,
Right.
or like maybe what the drive-through place is built out of, like the wood, it's been there for a while, and when the sun hits it, it kind of has a smell to it.
Yeah.
Like it's that lighter kind of almost approaching a sandy smell, but
Right.
it's not that.
Oh, I love that it's given a vibe of like a daiquiri beach hut.
I think so.
Kind of
If I
thing.
had to put it in a little kind of quick terms, that's kind of where I think I'd go.
Nice. You think those daiquiri beach huts are just from myth and legend, and then you travel, you take some cruises down to the Bahamas, you see Florida for the first time. They're very real.
So this has chill in two forms. Like chill, relax, chill vibe coming through with the scent, but also chill because of the menthol vibe here. So it does scream like a summer, fun, chillax kind of day. Like if you had to work, you're done for the day now. Whatever's coming next, you'll be enjoying yourself. Like there's just like the pivot in the day, or maybe you're off all day on Saturday or something and you're going to go lounge somewhere, like, and you're starting off here. But somehow, you know, after using this, whether you're drinking it or shaving with it, you're going to have a good rest of your day.
Nice. And there are not that many scents out of 600 that are definitively summer. We are working our way through them right now because the weather outside is painfully cold. So it's the only way we can kind of capture summer here in the Bay Area. I know we're lucky, but it's still a little sad.
Weird. I don't think there's any grapefruit in here,
Ah, okay, good.
but I'm getting something that color.
Oh, nice.
Don't know what it is.
Like a pink grapefruit, maybe a sweeter grapefruit?
Maybe. It's something that's not normally with the citruses.
Right.
So I don't think it's a grapefruit, and I don't think it's quite a guava or a berry or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
But there's something that's helping it be a little sweeter than just the citrus sides. I don't remember everything you were reading. I was trying to not listen too hard.
Good.
But there's something else besides it being just citrus. There's another fruit. Maybe, I don't think it's a floral, but there's something in the middle that's making it a little more, I was going to say huggable. Like there's just something kind of welcoming about it. I don't know what it is, because citruses can really hit with a blast. Then here it's rounding out. There's something in the middle that's a good friend, then leads you into that woodsy and then menthol hit to say goodbye. You ready to take a whiff?
I think so, y'all. We may not have had this exact experience here in California, but we have something called cruising. If you have ever seen American Graffiti, that was shot in Modesto, California. I think they have it in other parts of the country, but it's basically just pick the longest drag in your town and you and your buddies all hit it in your cars and go really slow up and down the boulevard all night, blasting your radios. Ooh, okay, I kind of
See
hope
if
that's what
that
this
works.
makes me feel like. All right, taking a dip. Oh. You know what? Hold on. Let's have a grown-up conversation. I had gotten a couple of accidental whiffs over here, so I was kind of expecting this to be Orange Julius. Of course, what my nose was getting were the aldehydes. I'm going to get that first. That's where I thought this was going. An orange creamsicle. Y'all, the moment my nose dove into this, it went right through the orange down into a bunch of other spices and a creamy thing going on in here. This is not orange creamsicle. Whoa, hold on.
Yeah, that middle part, I still couldn't figure out, but it's very intriguing.
Oh, it's that beautiful blast of citrus that is pairing with the menthol to be that 1-2 Mike Tyson punch in the face that you need when it's over 100 outside.
Yep.
And the rest is separate. The rest is presenting its own character in here to help offset those rather loud singers. Ooh,
It's something sweeter too, but I can't figure out what it is.
it's something almost creamy and cashmere to offset the peaks of the citrus. Almost like a beach towel sitting next to you on the sand kind of thing. Ooh, and I love the level of a menthol in here, Eric. I am a giant fan, not just of the feel, but of the scent itself. And we even have a couple of soaps that have menthol scent added without actual menthol. That's how beautiful it can be. Whew. And the way it is joining those other scent notes together in here is kind of magical. Almost just to kind of create the sense that I'm walking past a couple of doors that open and a blast of that AC hits ya. It does. It takes kind of a creamy, sandalwoody kind of a turn at the very bottom. Just quiet enough to be the canvas the rest of these are sitting on. Yep. But you know you're bellying up to a bar.
To me, I got more sunshine, daylight, moving into evening. Like, it's not quite dark yet, but you know it's approaching. It's whatever that time of day.
Work is over, you've had your shower, and you're ready to go hit the boulevard. Yep. That's what it is. And this is a small orange. You know how the smaller the orange gets, the better it tastes until you got your cuties? This is almost bordering on tangerine. That's how beautiful that orangey citrus is in the middle.
I feel like I remember you saying mandarin, but we'll see when we check
kind
back.
Of a candied citrus in here. Beautiful. And even the floral of the mandarin might be in here.
Maybe, because there's something pretty in the middle, and I still can't figure it out.
There is something grown up in this.
I don't think it's grapefruit.
No.
It's something
it's
that
not
color.
Sour at all.
No.
It's bracing. It's a little tart, but it's not sour. It doesn't go there at all.
No, but I'm getting like a light pink in mine.
Right. And you wore Witchy Woman last night.
I did.
We know our sour. This is kind of a non-soury witchy woman in one sense. Can you kind of see that? Take that in for a second.
Yeah, but that might help our audience.
Right.
You know, you are not wrong. Oddly, whatever the menthol is doing, it's adding that kind of a in-your-face little thing that the witchy woman side has.
Well, come along with us, y'all. We're going to build ourselves a Cajun lather and look at these scent notes. All right, back to the sales page for the Cajun Blade at Etsy.com. We start with top notes of.
I love these descriptive words.
Right.
Okay. Zesty lemon.
Got it.
Juicy mandarin.
Totally.
Yep. Bright bergamot.
Please always include adjectives with your scent notes. It gives us such a direction to go in.
Right.
I love that because it's not the tart, muddled heart of the lemon. It's the zest. Literally the name for the outside of the lemon, a zesty lemon
Which is
scent.
interesting because now that we've dove in a little to the perfuming world, I remember us looking at lemons and there was like 25 things to pick because depending on what side you want. So seeing it written like this really does help us put a little lens in which part is the sweeter of the citruses and what part's doing more of the juicy vibes.
Even the way it says juicy mandarin, it's not going to be one off the tree. It's going to be one that just fell to the ground and almost burst open. That's what I'm getting in here. Overly ripe, beautifully sweet. And then with bright bergamot, the freaky orange of the perfuming world that never lets you down. Are you getting the bergamot in there?
It's funny, maybe that's some of the sweeter side. Like it's kind of getting next to the mandarin. I could see how that almost just turned into more of the little sweeter zone.
And it's such a welcoming blast of citrus. It is way more sunny delight than anything else. And then into the heart notes. You know, this one kind of got by me. I don't really sense a cool melon, but I sense what it's doing. How do you sense that?
You know, that might be what I was thinking was not a grapefruit, but something that was different.
Right.
I knew there was another fruit. Yeah,
totally. And it dives into some tropical hints here with a coconut lime splash.
But that might be the creamy-ish kind of side you were getting.
Right, mixing the coconut with the lime and shake it all up. And crisp menthol. Love that word.
It is crisp. It's very direct
Bracing,
here.
Icy, perfect for summer. And then, now here's a bit of a surprise.
Hold on.
Y'all, going down into the base, we're dealing with soft frankincense resin. We need to get to know frankincense a little bit better because the one we do know from Sterling is a little bit closer to the floor cleaner than it is to the incense in church, which is a little bit closer to how I'm sensing it in here. But y'all, it is so subtle. It's just a drop of that in this.
I think it's just helping blend the menthol throughout your whiff. Like there's something in those spices that are really helping that. And then we go into clean citrus musk trail. So it's leaving you with a citrus musk trail. It is clean. I don't know how it's working, but who knew? We needed an actual send-off.
There are high-level EDPs made only of musks. ISOE super.
Well, I know when we first used to read musk, we would think of something not as pretty as a clean laundry or something like that, or just natural kind of musks and odors. And we are really getting to understand that that category is giant.
Oh, absolutely. Clean laundry has a musk just as much as civet. And y'all, this is my hardware, but I would like our lather queen to build this one for us. So this is my giant dark nebulous bowl from the KUN workshop. This is the bigger size. I don't use this one as often as I use my smaller one, but I love it on the show because it can really show you how a soap like this builds a lather. And this is my Mystery Machine inspired brush from the Inspired Craig at Opus Brush. I love this thing.
We needed some summer fun colors, so
Exactly. Oh, I love how this is orange Julie's
Right?
color.
It's kinda
This is
colored.
awesome. All right, I'm going to dig out a little more than an almond size of this soap, and Sarah's going to push it into the loving octopus arms of this KUN bowl and kind of make a flat surface with the soap. The entire goal at the beginning is just to get that soap loaded onto the bristles as quickly and expediently as possible. So a thin layer of soap on the bottom of the bowl goes right up onto that brush immediately. Because let's face it, whether you tub load or bowl load, your last third of that lather is still being built on your face.
I'm trying to figure out what melon is in here.
know.
Is it a cantaloupe? Is it a honeydew? I don't think it's watermelon.
What's the green one?
Honeydew.
I think it's the green one. I like cantaloupe.
Okay.
I like cantaloupe. I'm not the biggest, I know, watermelon fan. I know, but I
funny.
love cantaloupe. Makes the inside of my mouth feel funny.
It has a little sliminess.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, water chestnuts feel like I'm eating caterpillars. All right, I'm just going to hit this soap with some boozy sprayer here and let the rest of the water hang out at the bottom of the bowl. And Sarah's going to go with that soap with the bristles of that brush clockwise and then counterclockwise. And pretty soon, the bristles are going to report back, hey, yo, we're full. Well, the ones on the sides aren't full, and the ones that have been sopping up the soap don't have the soap on the sides of those bristles. They're round. So we're going to turn the brush 25% in the hand. Go at it again. A ton more soap is going to jump up onto those bristles. And then one more time, turn that brush 25% before you go down and sop up the rest of that water. And then a genuine miracle occurs. All right, grabbing the water and making our tiny swirls. Turn those into tiny bubbles. Pro move by the shaved head Jerry Plessy. Sometimes you got to just go back and forth.
I gotta say, the menthol is waking up a little, not exploding, like
Right.
taking over the scent, but it is still here, folks.
And y'all, they have written songs about this lather from the Cajun blade. It is just extraordinary.
Yeah, have a little whip at this. It's
right,
quite an
let's see.
experience, my friend.
Oh,
It almost has like immediate feedback to the
Right.
bristles.
just as thick as actual Dannon yogurt in the container. We need to make some friends. Bring them over here to shave.
Yeah, we got
way
too
too much
much.
lather.
Hey, I got some extra lather. Would you like a shave
We're gonna have a shave.
immediately?
How hairy are your legs? All the way up? And it just keeps going. It's going to become butter if we don't stop. All right, so I know we never comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet. But y'all?
I don't think more could fit on that brush.
Y'all. All right, y'all. This is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the wacky Daiquiri Shack whiff on 3, 1, 2. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, how fun. Almost approaches novelty, but doesn't cross that line. It is a real scent.
I feel like I know it's hot outside, but the menthol in the whiff is making it feel like it's somehow cooling off.
Right.
Like literally, like he said, like there's a blast of AC that you just turned on.
It doesn't make it feel cold outside. It makes it feel like you're in a cold pool on a hot day. That.
Yeah.
Well, you know how if it's 72 in here in the summer, I can feel awfully hot, but if it's 72 in here in the winter, I can almost feel cold because my brain knows what it is outside.
It's weird.
I gotta quit stirring. This thing's gonna take over our house.
I know. Should we see how much of that menthol hit goes on the
think
face?
So, y'all. So we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, but we do want you to see how this lather coats and covers. Y'all, textbook a moneymaker. Are you kidding me?
How's the chill factor?
Give it a second.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Should I be brave and try?
Yeah, put some of that on. See what you get. You notice you don't have to go back to the bowl. You got plenty on that
there's
brush.
a plethora.
Dear Lord. So we're now looking at frostbite numbers here, but it's a very nice menthol-y kiss on your cheek.
Yeah, I feel it now, like whatever those few seconds were, but it's not amplifying super fast.
Right.
So if I had to put this like on the Sterling label of like menthol versus glacial, I don't think it's quite glacial. It's just menthol, maybe with a little plus.
Kind of like capsaicin does in hot sauce, like on the splash bottles. This does on your face. Oh, there's a splash.
Yep.
Well, y'all, why don't we take this off our face and see what mysteries and wonders lie in this little bottle. Come along, let's go a little deeper.
Oh, does this have menthol in it too?
I don't know, does
Let's
it?
see. It does.
Oh, I'm excited. I love that you open this the same way you open a hot sauce bottle.
It may be easier than some of the plastic ones because it has that little pre-tear action.
Ooh,
It comes out fast.
So it does. Just a few drops there.
You ready? Woo-wee.
Take this out on our walk after this.
Menthol. Too bad it's not summer heat outside. We need to cool down yet.
Oh,
Yeah?
a little even more of those tangerine notes are coming out in this. The citruses are just going, woo.
But then you can smell the menthol, and it is quite enjoyable, man.
And y'all, the citruses don't go so sweet as candy.
No.
It's still wearable. It is still a masculine scent. Beautiful.
I don't know how it can be creating a grapefruit without using grapefruit. You know, the soda squirt necessarily, but it has a similar thing, and I don't know if it's just because usually that's cold out of the fridge, and the menthol, my brain is like trying to fill in the blanks.
Right.
But this screams chill,
Yeah.
summer vibes.
I don't get grapefruit at all. I get where the lemon's coming up against the mandarin. That's kind of what's creating it for me, because grapefruit and I don't get along
I
so
know,
much,
you know.
and I am adoring all the citruses in this. There are no pokies or rough edges to these for me at all. Absolutely beautiful. And sometimes my nose just really does want either a soapy scent, a tobacco scent, or a citrus scent. And I love how this is definitively orange mandarin in the middle for me, but enough citruses where you don't have to land on one. It is that beautiful summer sense of a grove with orange, grapefruit, all kinds of things growing. I love it.
Yeah, I think most of the time when we have a citrus forward scent, it usually does get a lot sweeter, a lot more gourmandy, like stuff has happened to them.
Yes.
This is just unapologetically living in that citrus world, but in the most attractive way. Add in the blast of the freeze action and you got a good time. It's funny, I don't reach for a lot of our other menthol soaps as much as I probably should.
Right.
But somehow the way that this is perfumed, it is making that menthol hit seem super attractive. Like I do want to reach for this sometimes more than I probably would have thought I would have.
Well, that's a good point. It's like there's a menthol-sized hole in the scent. It really needed that minty kind of hint to kick it over the top.
And I'm still thoroughly intrigued on what an actual daiquiri shack is. I think we're going to have to go check out YouTube to get this full perspective.
My mom drank daiquiris after we got our pool. Kind of had to slightly adapt the margarita recipe they had taught me and sub out the tequila for Bacardi.
I think my first roommate in college that had a blender, she brought with her and I was like, okay, protein shakes, whatever. No, she was planning to make her own.
What's the best drink you ever had?
Ooh, that's a good question. But I gotta say, at least maybe the most surprising or most memorable drink was the strawberry muddled basil lemonade that we had at Disneyland.
And it's funny, mine was from Disney in Florida on the big old steamboat restaurant they have at like the downtown Disney area. They made a key lime pie martini and it had a graham cracker cookie crust on the rim. It was amazing. So it's pretty easy. I'll just be Marcus on vacation to LA when he was little and seeing his first Orange Julius stand. He's going to take in a few sips and just delight in this frozen orange citrusy treat. And just about the time you ask the lady who made it, how do you make it all frothy and magical? And she tells you egg whites, you're going to get your own. So head over to the Cajun Blade store on Etsy.com to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Daiquiri Shack, a perfect citrusy summer scent with so much else going on under the surface to let you know your night is going to continue when that first daiquiri is gone. Eric, thank you for doing such superlative work. This is one of the top 10 bases in all of the wet shaving world, and you are just out of the gate. We can't wait to see what mysteries and wonders you have in store for us next. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our August giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Ariana and Evan.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back on our first September episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
This is beautiful. And you know what I love about this? This is very different from the Bone Temps Barbershop. It's very different than Destin, Breeze. There are a lot of lanes being filled already at the Cajun Blade. I am loving the diversity of their
Right?
scents.
They clearly start from scratch with the concept, with the scent itself.
Right.
So I cannot wait to see. Maybe they'll have some fun things coming out for fall or winter, maybe. That'd be kind of fun. Don't forget, your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.